as well. 29 is young. Right, OK. What about strikers from Serie A who could move? Loads of Premier League clubs want strikers. Are there any from Serie A that could make the move over here?
OK, so we've heard about Moise Kean potentially being linked to Fulham, as well as Divock Origi to Sheffield United. Moise Kean is one, or Ken, he has referred to himself in both names, so sometimes we struggle to know which one he prefers. He is a player that he's got the technical ability, he's got the physicality. He is a great player. Largely, if you just have a look at see what he managed at PSG, and you can see that there's a great player in there. But for some reason, it hasn't always worked out for him. It didn't work out for him at Everton. Juventus, there are question marks, but you could also talk about the fact that Juventus don't necessarily play a very attacking style of play. So when there's a lot of opportunities, I think he is a great striker to have there, and he would be such an interesting player for Fulham, who've obviously just lost Mitrovic. Divock Origi is an unwanted player. He wasn't part of the squad yesterday in Milan's match. They are willing, obviously they do want him to go, and Sheffield United seems like a destination to be getting a player who's done so well in the Premier League previously.
I apologise, we're having a few mic issues, mainly the fact that I dropped mine on the floor there quite heavily. But Nikki and Mina, thank you very much indeed. We will see you again next time. Lots
There's two things I love, rugby and teaching. You have to look after yourself before looking after anyone else, and that starts with self-care.
Upgrade to new Dove Men Advanced, 72-hour antiperspirant plus added moisturisers for confidence that lasts.
When I have a deodorant that protects me, I can be confident and ready to deliver what I need to for my players.
Upgrade to new Dove Men Advanced.
The simple truth is, when you find a cleanser that works, you keep coming back to it. Simple Facial Wash is tough on makeup and oil, but kind to your skin. With provitamin B5 and E for skin that feels smooth and soft wash after wash. Simple. Everything your skin needs, nothing it doesn't.
Get next summer sorted with TUI. With free kids' places available even in the school summer holidays. Plus low deposits of just £25 per person. Or a £0 deposit when you spread the cost by direct debit. Next summer's holiday sorted. TUI. Live happy. Financially protected by Atoll.
Your dog's gorgeous.
Isn't she? Can you believe we got her to protect our home?
Verisure alarm is all you need. 24/7 monitoring. Get to check on Crusher if you pop out.
Good idea.
Isn't it, Crusher?
Verisure alarms. Get a free indoor camera installed with your Zero Vision alarm installation. Call now or visit verisure.co.uk.
Smile Direct Club.
These are Smile Direct Club aligners. They're laser cut for comfort to gently straighten teeth under a dentist's direction. They can turn a smile like this into a smile like this in as little as 4 to 6 months. So choose fast. Choose smart. Choose smile. Start from home. Visit smiledirectclub.co.uk.
What's the point of rewards that aren't rewarding?
Sit. Good girl.
Pick your own reward when you buy your car, home or van insurance at Confused.com.
The new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5. Share, stream, and flip into action on the UK's best network.
Step out in my fit looking fresh. All of my crew like damn, that's a flex. Out making moves, yeah, you know how we do. No cares in the world, kick you back with the
Count on EE to save £240 and get Netflix on selected plans. Plus, when you trade in your old Samsung, you save an extra £576 in any condition.
There will be a wonderful gift for each and every one of you.
Enjoy more of the latest blockbusters than anywhere else on Sky Cinema. The reigning champion.
Max Verstappen, reigning supreme.
Back on home shores.
For me, it's definitely a very special weekend.
In a mission to make it 3 home wins in a row.
Double Dutch delight for Max Verstappen.
And with the sea of orange out in full force.
Turn up to the max. Listen to that roar.
Good luck trying to stop it.
See, you wouldn't want to be you, says Max.
Yes, we are ready to go racing.
The Heineken Dutch Grand Prix, live on Sky Sports.
to Newcastle, and they have completed the transfer of Lewis Hall from Chelsea. It's a loan with an obligation to buy. £28 million will be paid to Chelsea on completion of the season-long loan, with potential for £7 million more.
There. Other outgoings potentially for Arsenal following Balogun. We know Monaco remain in talks with Arsenal. They've already had one bid turned down, and they could well go in with a second bid. I think the expectation is that another bid will come in for following Balogun. Also, remember, we know that Chelsea retain an interest in following Balogun, so that might be one to watch. Other outgoings at Arsenal. Besiktas have held talks with Arsenal over Nicola Pepe. Dialogue remains open there. They would have to come to some sort of agreement with Arsenal in terms of perhaps a portion of the wages or something along that line, or a cut price transfer fee if they were to get hold of Nicola Pepe from Arsenal. Then the other one to consider, Nuno Tavares. Nottingham Forest had been talking to Arsenal about him, but those talks seem to have stalled at the moment, so he's another one to keep an eye on. So Arsenal also looking to move players on.
Yeah, I would like to see more of Folarin Balogun, I have to admit. But Sam, is it a good sign that at this stage, a club, in this case Arsenal, are more focused on refining their squad, trimming their squad, rather than still needing a load of new players with 10 days to go?
Yeah, 100%. They looked really settled. I think probably one of the most settled teams that we see in the Premier League in the first few games, especially against Palace, where you saw, you know, they've had a few injuries in their back line. You know, Timber unfortunately had his injury. I think Gabriel had an injury as well, so he had to come out the starting lineup. But then the defence still looked very settled. You know, Declan Rice was their best player yesterday, and he was playing in a different position that he's been playing in pre-season and their first game. And I think it gives them enough time to, you know, learn Arteta's system and learn, you know, the environment that they're going to be in. I think with Havertz, a lot of people questioned whether, I questioned it as well, whether he's going to work in Arteta's system or what role suits him the most. And I think we've seen him in a few different areas, but he's been given the time to, you know, learn that role. If it happened now, with 10 days to go with the transfer window, it would be quite difficult to learn those type of systems. And now, especially with the injuries that they have seen, they can go back onto the market and say, you know what, we've got an injury at a right back who can also play centre back. Should we get someone on loan? Do we need someone in centre midfield if someone else has an injury? They've got that time now to do these things, and that is all because of the fact that they moved so fast at the start of the window.
Well, next we are rolling back the years and taking a look at players who have signed on this day, and there are some Premier League greats that we can recall.
TV 640 Cartoon Network 641 Boomerang 642 Nickelodeon 643 CBBC HD 644 CBeebies HD 645 Nick Jr. 660 QVC HD 661
The miles you travel don't just measure distance, they measure life.
And receive 50% off your first box, plus access to our 24-hour video vet service.
TUI River Cruises deals are back, with huge savings on selected European sailings next year. You could save £300 per booking. All ATOL protected. So go on, explore Europe your way with TUI River Cruises. TUI, live happy.
Do you need to borrow money for home improvements, a car, or paying off debts? Then you've come to the...
You wouldn't want to be here, says Max.
Yes, we are ready to go racing.
The Heineken Dutch Grand Prix, live on Sky Sports.
Sky Arts brings you an unmissable celebration of the incredible David Hockney.
When I'm in the studio, I feel 30.
the city of Sunderland, football is the obsession. Getting out of this league was an obsession. It is job done.
So, after successive championship defeats, could it be third time lucky for Sheffield Wednesday in their quest for their first league win since promotion?
Eagle opportunity. Can Larry do it? Yes, he can.
So Hegman, the overnight leader, is back within one of the lead on 12 under par. And Hutchin has his birdie putt to get to 12 under as well. Dredge 13 under, but with a birdie putt upcoming on 18.
I mean, when you look at that, front line, I mean, Eze is absolutely brilliant. Everything good that Crystal Palace do comes through him. Edouard, 5 goals in the Premier League last season. Jordan Ayew, 4. Just not sure they are the long-term answer. Now, this is a team without Michael Elise. The importance of keeping him was absolutely huge. And him going back into that squad immediately makes them 10 times better. They obviously signed Franca as well, who's an attacking midfield. So actually, when we think about it, Elise, Eze and Franca in an attacking 4 with one of those others doesn't actually look too bad. But I still think a striker has to be their priority. And I think Roy said that as well.
Yeah, he did. He did after the match. He did say that they are looking to bring in more players between now and the deadline, especially up front. But Dave, if you just look at what they've done so far this summer, can you just recap what they've done? Of course, they lost Wilfried Zaha for a start.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's the obvious big one that Crystal Palace have lost. In terms of incomings, I mean, Jefferson Lerma was alongside Doucouré last night, as we saw in the starting 11. I think that's a sensible transfer for free for Crystal Palace. Matheus Franca, there's going to be a lot of expectation on him. He's only 19. But it's a good show of faith, really, in Palace. I think it's something around the £20 million mark that they're going to end up spending on him. So it's a good show of faith, but he will need time. And I think from Crystal Palace's point of view, it's the injury situation that is kind of hurting them at the moment. Yes, it's obviously great news that Elise signed the new contract, but he's not going to be fully match fit for a few more weeks. And I think Franca was in the stands next to Will Hughes. I think Mateta's still out at the moment. So those types of players are going to need time to get back to fitness, and that's why Roy Hodgson is in real need of some reinforcements.
Yeah, I can just quickly run you through a few other stories that you may have missed late last night. We've got Fulham interested in signing the Leicester right-back Timothy Castagna. Initial talks have taken place between the clubs. Talking of right-backs, Gonzalo Montiel is expected to have a Nottingham Forest medical at some point tomorrow ahead of finalising his move from Sevilla. Damari Gray and his representatives, they have not spoken to anyone at Al-Shabaab yet. Gray says he is fit and ready to play for Everton, and Bayer Leverkusen want to sign the Southampton winger Nathan Tell, who had a very good loan last season. Right, Good Morning Transfers is back at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Transfer Talk is back at midday until 1 p.m. And the transfer shows are here tonight at 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. Thank you to Dave, Olivia and Sam. Coming up on Sky Sports News, we will hear from England head coach Serena V.
This is Debbie's nightmare. Losing track of invoices has led to an unexpected visit from her suppliers. But this is merely a figment of her unwoken imagination. With Intuit QuickBooks, Debbie can see her finances in real time, so there's no surprises.
50% more sheets means 50% longer lasting roll. Yippee! Say hello to Andrex Mega Rolls.
Here at the Cotswold Company, we have hundreds of beautiful pieces for your bedroom, crafted using traditional methods and the finest materials, ensuring they'll last. With a range of bed frames starting from $399, so you can bring your home to life with the dream bedroom. The Cotswold Company. Discover our range at your nearest store or at cotswoldco.com.
Is vital.
I'll just transfer you.
That's refreshingly easy to use, packed full of features designed to make your business life simpler. 14. Find out more at Hi.
Where summer is fully loaded and so are our deals. Get a massive 60 gig SIM for only £13 a month with £58. And what's more, we'll also give you an extra £20 worth of club card points, so you can load up on even more. This is Supermarket Mobile. To switch, pop in store or search Tesco Mobile. Every little helps.
Turning nothing into something.
Turning nothing into something. I turn nothing into something.
It's amazing what you can do with nothing. And a little Hellmann's. Make taste, not waste.
There is nothing like this in world football.
This is unbelievable!
The wondrous Watford take on the brilliant Blackburn in this tantalising championship tussle. The greatest show continues live on Sky Sports.
I've never seen such a horrific crime.
This is a robbery. Put your hands up!
Move in.
Cover me.
FBI!
Hands up!
You ready for this?
Move, move, move!
Take a look at this.
You're gonna have to see it to believe it.
Want to bring this heinous attacker to justice.
Nothing will ever be more important than the case we're about to receive.
An unmissable FBI lineup on Sky Witness.
A 66-yard try. Tucker's kick is on the way. It is good! Justin Tucker with the longest field goal in NFL history.
Hi there, good afternoon. Welcome along to Sky Sports News. As the Lionesses land back in the UK, we will look at what impact their run to the World Cup final will have on the women's game. All the day's transfer news is on the way. Winger Jeremy Doku expected to have a medical today ahead of a £55 million move to the champions, Manchester City. Mauricio Pochettino closing in on another new signing with goalkeeper Former England captain Faye White expects that growth to continue.
Yes, they didn't get the trophy at the end of the day, but they have inspired young girls like this. And obviously, like Serena was saying in her message, it's about now the investment in the game, and the National Lottery has been supporting the game over the last few years, even longer. But over the next 4 years, they're going to pledge 15 million into the women's game, into women's and girls football, with the view of improving facilities as well as getting more clubs up. And obviously, since the Euros anyway, they've seen an influx of over 200 clubs formed because of that, and how the Lionesses inspired young girls to want to take up the game, and now they have somewhere to be able to go and do that.
Well, the awareness of the England senior women's team also saw a huge spike after that famous Wembley win at the Euros. Over half of girls aged 5 to 16 were aware of the team in April of this year, compared to just under a quarter the previous June.
I think society's changing its perception on women's sport as a whole, but now because of the Lionesses and successful, how competitive, how strong and brave, but also some of the good background stories of all the Lionesses, or where they've been, what they've had to do to get to this level, and it just shows resilience and character. And those are two elements which I think anyone would be proud to display and show.
Now, the added interest was demonstrated by attendances at WSL games, a huge increase of 170% in 2022-23 compared to the previous season. I
went to an Arsenal game recently at the Emirates at the end of last season that had 60,000 people at. And I mean, that's the where we got to go next. But basically, people can see world-class talent, the likes of Sam Kerr, the likes of the whole England team, some of the Australians, Steph Catley at Arsenal, Kathleen Ford at Arsenal too. But they can see them week in, week out, and in clubs where you can get a lot closer and touch them, get their signature. So why wouldn't you, as a fan of the women's game, want to get out and support your club or any club at the WSL? But it's going to be an exciting season.
A new season of the WSL is about to begin.
The Women's Super League is back with a bang.
Oh, fantastic! Brilliant! Superb play!
James catching the eye in Chelsea blue. Would you believe it? Alessia Russo!
It's Hemp! City sizzling. Fabulous goal by Chloe Kelly.
Guess who? Ella Toon again. Absolutely extraordinary.
And there's Daly, Rachel Daly.
What a story we've got on our hands here.
It's a glorious 4 in a row for Chelsea. A special season awaits.
Now, Belgian winger Jeremy Doku is expected in Manchester to have his medical today ahead of a £55 million move to Manchester City from French club Rennes. The two clubs agreed the fee for the exciting 21-year-old last night as Pep Guardiola looks to bolster his attacking options after Riyad Mahrez was sold to Al Ahly in the Saudi Pro League. The stats show that Doku is a different kind of option for Guardiola to call upon when compared to the wingers at his disposal last season. So not just Mahrez, but also, of course, Jack Grealish.
It is a lot of money for a young
Great communication is vital.
I'll just transfer you. I think I just cut them off.
Welcome to Hi 3, the business phone that's refreshingly easy to use, packed full of features designed to make your business life simpler, and all backed up by our UK-based support team. Find out more at hihi.co.uk. Hi.
Hi.
What's the matter, Tel?
I'm trying to get life insurance.
It's a right old palaver, mate.
You should try Dead Happy.
Dead Happy?
Yeah, Dead Happy. There's no paperwork, there's no medicals, and because it's only online, there are no irritating sales calls.
What if I wanted a payout of up to 350 grand?
Well, get a quote. It's cheap, cheap, cheap. They'll insure you between the ages of 18 and 60 years old, and you don't pay for your first 2 months.
All right, you've convinced me. But could you get this skeleton out of my house?
Get super affordable life insurance and wills too at deadhappy.com.
Whether it's pets leaving stains or the other animals in your home, they all make mess that goes deeper than the surface. Well, that calls for the award-winning Vax Spot Wash Home Pet Design with an advanced home and pet toolkit that revitalizes your carpets, effortlessly removing spills and stains, no matter which animal made them. Save £50 when you order direct for only £149.99 with free Vax stain removal solution kit worth £30. When life gets messy, get Vax.
There is nothing like this in world football.
This is unbelievable! The wondrous Watford take on the brilliant Blackburn in this tantalising championship tussle. The greatest show continues live on Sky Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, your US Open champion.
So it will be a tiebreaker to decide the outcome of this second set.
Flex.
Samsung, you save an extra £576 in any condition.
It's okay, lads. I'm with the AA.
Dad!
It's okay, son. You with the AA?
With the AA, there's a drive-in service for pretty much anything.
Summer's come and go, but you can still get great value plus net full fibre from $24.99 a month to make your broadband fuller, faster, more reliable. Oh, here we go. What a catch. Offer ends 6th of September. Search PlusNet Fibre now. That's a plus.
Enjoy more of the latest blockbusters than anywhere else on Sky Cinema.
You know you're not safe here.
We're gonna have to move fast.
This is the part where you run.
Keep your guard up.
You would better watch your back.
We need to be quiet and move. There's no outrunning the latest blockbusters this summer on Sky Cinema.
Sky Max presents
The Classic Weekender. It's going to be the usual mayhem.
one award-winning lineup.
We're professional thieves, aren't we?
3 days, 4 series, every banging episode.
Would anybody like a disco biscuit?
So cancel your plans next weekend and watch every episode of Brassic before the new series returns.
This is lovely.
We reserve the right to refuse entry to Carl Slater. Medical support provided by Dr. Chris.
Turn up to the max
Listen to that roar!
Yes!
The Heineken Dutch Grand Prix, live on Sky Sports.